I work here at the Historical Society, in the ancient village, doing primitive skills, teaching primitive skills, striking fires or, rubbing two sticks together sometimes to show children. That one is usually safe for adults. Uh, with children, you know, their attention span's just like that. So anytime a child asks you how to do something, take that 5 seconds that you're going to have their attention and show them. Because that may be the last time they ask for 10, 15 years, But show them. It worked for me, My dad just took a couple seconds to knock a flake off a rock, showed me how to flint knap. Of course, like I said, I went on to ask people about that. One of the guys that showed me how to do this and helped me was a gentleman by the name of Scott Ratcliffe, and he worked here at the Historical Society. And he told me one day, we were sitting there talking, and he spoke broken English. He really did. He spoke broken English, but it wasn't really hard for me to understand him. You just listen. He told me, he said, pay attention to what I do, because one of these days, he said, you have to do it. He passed a lot of stuff on to me, and he was crafty with it. He's good. He was really good. Okay, he was one of my teachers I really, really respect, because he did show me a bunch of stuff. He didn't hold nothing back. I have people who come up to me wanting to learn how to brain tan, and I tell them, and they write notes down and everything, and I tell them, just do it. I'm not hiding nothing from you. This is how it's done. It works for me. This is how it's done. Just do it. I got a young guy. Well, I call him young. He's just about 2 years younger than me. Steve Darty, he started making bows 3 years ago. And we started him out with a rock. He made his bow, it took him 7 weeks to scratch a bow out with a rock. And he still got that bow. It is a good, good bow. But I teach everybody. Anybody who comes up to me and says, hey, how do you do this? If I know, I'll tell them. But that's where it's at. You should pass that stuff on. And we have lots of students here who come in, on a daily basis, come to the Historical Society, especially in the summertime, spring and fall. Even in the winter, I don't know why, it's cold out here, but who will see me do stuff like this. And I see them, those little kids, when I sit there and I say, this is how you make a rock. All you're doing, don't let it be complicated. You're carving a rock by flaking it, and I'll show them how to do it. And I'll see them little kids with rocks going like this, hitting those rocks while I'm sitting there talking to them. I'll be talking to them about something else. They'll still be tapping on the rocks. And I thought, that's it. I got that one. Yeah, I got that one. And I got that one. Some of them just want to play with whatever, But somewhere along the line, somebody's going to teach them something that they're going to hold on to. In the community, Cherokees, we have a lot of excellent basket makers. That's something that never died. Making a bow, we never really were hurting for anybody who knew how to make a bow. There's other tribes out there, they don't have no bow makers. None. There's other tribes out there that come to us to learn how to make a bow because they'd already forgotten how. And if there's tribes out there that if they do have a bow maker, that's just it. They got one, And then there's tribes that just don't have nothing. It's the same as a language, If you don't keep it up, you lose it.